Alright folks, in this video we're going to unbox the Matrexx 55 version 3. Alright YouTubers, unboxing video time. So we have a DeepCool Matrexx 55 version 3 on the channel that we're going to unbox. And if you've seen the channel, you know we've done the 30, we've done the regular 55, we've done the 50, and we've done the 70. Plus we did the Matrexx 55 or whatever it is. Not 55, but the full tower one that my son has. So I'm in quarantine. It is day 9 of quarantine, I believe, somewhere in there. And luckily I have a friend local that I could get this shipped to. So I ordered this like 2 days ago, and amazingly it's already here in Hawaii. I guess that's one good thing about stuff being on the West Coast. Wherever this was at, it was in California, and they ended up shipping it from California in less than a day, which is Hawaii, and a day later delivered. So Redlands, California. So a couple things to hope for here. One, that this here thing does not, the glass didn't break. That would be a serious no-no for me, right? Now I thought I was going to have to wait a month. So, you know, the Amazon delivery thing, as far as the dates it gives you, is not very accurate these days. It was saying like May 21st, and I was like, oh, how terrible that I gotta wait that long. So I also ordered another motherboard and another big Noctua cooler for the Ryzen 5. Actually, we also have the Ryzen 9 with us, so potentially one of those will end up in this computer. Alright, looks like the glass is good, folks. Before we open her up, that's what it looks like in the plastic. Okay, that was not what you guys really care about, but so there was one dent in the front of the box, and you know it's going to be a major pain to send this back, so let's hope nothing's broke. I got it upside down. So this is just the unboxing video. Expect a lot of videos out of this, right? Because I am here in Hawaii and I don't have a whole lot to do, so we're going to create a lot of videos. Let me get some natural light in here. There we go. That's a little better, huh? So normally I put this on my nice counter back home in my office area, and can't do that here. Alright, so what is this feature? Tempered glass, okay. It has a magnetic filter over the vents here. Let me take this off and we'll show that to you. And I'll just go around and talk about the features. I've had enough of these that hopefully I don't need to look at the manual. So magnetic strips here. This is, you know, definitely if you're looking at a case, you want something like this, okay? So this can support probably 240 millimeter fans, two 120s, or radiator style. All right. So what do we have over here? Imagine that's the reset switch, maybe an RGB, headphone, microphone, two USB 2.0s, one 3.0, and the power button. So this is a lot like the regular 55. Now, if you remember, I ended up selling the 55 off. I was actually kind of sad about it. Then I built a 50, and actually like the 50 a lot, but the 50, if I remember correctly, does not have an RGB strip in the front. That was the major difference, right? So this is going to light up when we put this together. Now, of course, I also don't have all my good equipment to film with and lighting. So it is what it is here, folks. All right, on the back. So one thing that always drove me nuts about this, it does not come with its own fan, which I did not realize. So I'm going to have to take a bunch of fans from my other computer and put them in here, or buy some. I'm sure the person that, my good buddy, won't mind if I have more stuff shipped to his house. So this is what's going in here, folks. Not that graphics card, but there's the Ryzen little micro ATX motherboard. Of course, I didn't bring the heat shield. Not the heat shield, the I/O shield, sorry. All right, so let's look at the back. So this is obviously where the connectors from the motherboard would go, and your I/O shield stick in there. And then we've got this little panel here that we're going to have to remove. And there's all our expansion slot covers. ATX power supply. So let's go ahead and get it open. Now these are, you know, these come off nice and easy. For these attaching the, yeah, you can see my ceiling fan and the camera. And you know what's interesting? Usually they put, well, a lot of the companies put plastic over top of the glass, but DeepCool did not. All right, so we're going to get fingerprints all over the glass, like I always do. Okay, so what do we got? Interesting that there is a appears to be a SATA power connector. So we have a power switch, we have a hard drive LED, we've got the power LEDs, and we are missing a reset switch, I believe. Oh, there's probably more in here. Okay, so I have to get these out, but there's your USB 3.0, HD audio, and USB 2.0. So other things about this case, it features a nice cutout for your CPU cooler, so you can easily install a CPU cooler after you've already put your computer in, and then that also allows them to have it protrude a little further off of the motherboard, beyond the distance of the standoffs if they need it to. So cutouts in here to route stuff, obviously. They don't have any rubber grommets in here, which I actually kind of favor, since most of them are cheap and come out anyways. Spots for 2.5-inch drives, whether they're hard drives or SSDs. And should be set up for ATX, eATX, and micro ATX. All right, down here we've got a PSU shroud. These are nice because this actually has a window to show you what your power supply is. So assuming it has the label on it, you'll be able to tell, which is nice for somebody like myself who builds a lot of these computers and sometimes forgets what power supply he puts in. So on the front panel, you've got spots for up to 340 millimeter fans, or some other variations that you can get from their website. Now, in case you don't know how to do this, I'll show you how to take that front panel off. I have a video out there, which I should put a link in here, so you're forced to watch 2 videos. Just kidding. Well, I'm kidding, not kidding. All right, real fast. So I'm gonna put my hand in here. It's upside down and pop. Okay, you want to be careful. You don't want to pull too hard because guess what? There are cables in there, right? So my first step would be to put a fan in there. If I had an extra fan lying around, I would put it in there. So like I said, you would come in and make sure you know which side is your intake and which side is your exhaust. Realize that these they do have two vents in here to suck in cool air. So the intake is on this side and the exhaust is going to be on this side. So air is going to be wanting to go from the outside world into the case. And if you have your fans set up right, they'll blow across the motherboard and out the back and out the top. Alright, so that's how you get that off. That's also how you get off the cover to the 50 and the 30. Okay, so that's going to do it for this, folks. I think we've talked about everything this case has. In case you didn't get a good look at the bottom, there is a another cover down here, and I don't know why they didn't put a nice magnetic one in here. This is kind of disappointing. So there you go, folks. Thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe. All right, a little premature in my sign off. I'll have to go back and edit that. If I don't, we'll do it all over again in a second. So right hand access panel, we're gonna unscrew these, and guess what? I'm gonna need a Phillips head. As strong as I am, I can't even get that off there. So luckily we have it here, and boom. So unscrew that and take that off. So what did I want to show you in here? The thing I wanted to show you is that this is where your manual is going to be, inside of this, along with all your fasteners and zip ties and some other RGB related connectors here. You're going to have your additional standoffs in this bag, as well as number 632 screws, a whole bunch of those, and the size underneath that. I don't know if it's number 4 or what, but the size that's smaller than number 632 will be in here as well. So this one has a little RGB hub right there. Okay, so you'll have power go in, and it will power up all the other good stuff that it's connected to, and some additional wiring here as well. There's your hard drive caddy. So these are nice. We have I apologize ahead of time for some of the camera angles in this video. Oops. You slide out, you'll bolt your hard drive to it and then put it back in there. Alright, so that's about all there is to this video, folks. Thanks for checking out. Please like, please subscribe.